Go ahead.
No, you tell him.
We just recently won a trip to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
It is not a scam. We gave them our social security card and everything, and to verify that we are the people that we say that we are, and we're going to Hawaii.
We're so freaking lucky. I can't believe we won.
I can't wait.
It's almost as good as winning the lottery.
Mm.
Like the big lottery.
Yeah.
What did that guy win?
I think it was a girl. Was it a girl or a guy?
I don't know. I don't follow that stuff because I don't.
It was like
I feel the
$1.6
lottery-
billion.
I mean, that's what it was. That's not the payout.
I think that's what they won.
Right, but that's not her payout. If you take the payout, it's a lot less.
Yeah, because they'll pretty much half. You only get like half of it. Because they'll
I
take
think
the
you
other.
get like 65%.
Pretty much half.
Well, no, half would be 50%. How? Okay, let's see. What state did they win?
Michigan.
Mega Millions winner. It was a woman. Good job.
Nice.
Her entire life has changed. Must be nice.
Is she a meth head?
No.
Good.
Matched all 6 numbers, draw in one. A 731 million Powerball jackpot. So she got $731 million. Wow. What would you do if you won the lottery? Honestly, what would you do?
I would fool all my friends to think I blew it all away, so we'd go back to just being normal, and then I'd start, talking to financial advisors and stuff like that. On top of
so you give your money to financial advisors?
Yeah. On top of buying I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a bunch of game studios, and then I'll be the king.
I'll be the king. So
No. Here's my plan. I'll buy Microsoft. Yeah, I probably need a lot more than that much, but the plan is to buy into getting to the Xbox industry where I can increase the price of the Xbox Live subscription. So Mitchell will play PC with us again. And you would say,
interesting,
just buying him a PC straight up and all his games because I can afford it is a straight up answer. It's like I'm not catering to Mitchell. I'm not buying all his shit.
Well,
he's got to buy his own shit.
Once Mitchell finds out that you've won the lottery.
But remember, the first part of my plan was to make everyone think that I blew it all away.
Well, it's going to be televised on the news. You can't just be like, "Oh no, you're right. Sorry, you're right," because you said that you're going to pretend you blew it all. Mm-hmm. So what'd you blow it all on? Where's the proof to show it that you blew it?
I'll buy a shit ton of Fortnite cards or Magic the Gathering cards or.
If you bought $731 million worth of cards, how many cards do you think you'd have?
They would probably have to start manufacturing more cards.
Hang on a sec. So let's do some calculating here. So if Derek won the Mega Million, if he won $731 million, he'd buy all Magic cards. If you bought booster box at say about $100 a booster box, right? So how many 7-3? That's 100,000. That's a million. That's 6 zeros, correct? Divided by 100. That's 7,300,000. Booster boxes, right?
Okay.
How many cards come in a booster box?
I don't know.
Fuck, how many cards come in a pack? 12? Or is it 15? 12.
It's 12, 15.
It's 12. There's 36 packs in a box. So what's 36 times 12?
I don't know. You have the calculator.
I can't do it because it'll erase this number.
Gosh.
This is important. It's for the show. 36 times 12.
432.
So if you divide, you
times
it by how much? 432.
32.
You you would have 3 trillion. No. 3 billion. 3,153,600,000 cards.
Did we do that math right?
I think so.
You divided the price of a box by my winnings.
Yes, that would net you 7. It would net you 7.
I could open
It
up
would
my own.
it would net you 7 million boxes.
I could open up my own card shop then.
Yeah.
Then the dreams.
But it would be cheaper just to buy a store and then buy
That's no.
so your goal
course
is to buy out all the boxes.
Again, this is what
worldwide.
I have to make you guys think I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then
So, okay,
I'll buy a bunch of Bitcoin, and then wait for the price for the Bitcoin to go up, and just.
that's what you do with all your money?
I'd find some way to invest it.
Yeah, of course.
smartly.
You
And then-
you would not invest all $731 million.
No.
Maybe like 10 million. Even then, I feel like that's even high. That doesn't mean you have to spend all your money, but fuck, you have $731 million. You will never spend that much money. You and your kids and their kids, I don't think would be physically capable of spending that much money. So you wouldn't have to invest a ton of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, oh, I would invest a ton of it. I was like, you don't need to. It's not a bad idea. Invest it. Invest some of it. But you do not need to invest that much. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're just fucking blowing through it. But how the fuck are you going to blow through $731 million? Some dumbass goes out and buys a $100 million house that they'll never use. But, like, holy cow, dude. Like, that's a lot of money. That's an unfathomable amount of money to me. I can't even fathom having $1 million and spending all the $1 million in my lifetime.
I had this conversation with Lauren's dad about how the lottery, people winning the lottery, it almost ruins their lives because they pretty much can't trust any of their friends anymore because a lot of them are always going to be like, hey,
If
can
you
I?
have scummy friends.
You have scummy friends, but a lot of these people that are trying for the lottery, they're usually not in a
Good situation.
good situation.
If I won the lottery, I would help all my friends. I'd give money to all my friends, and I'd give money to my family. That for me is better than
You'd have to give
investing
me
the
money twice because
No.
I'm your best
You
friend
wouldn't
and
get
I'm
any
basically
money.
part of your
You
family.
would get zero money. Your parents would get your portion.
Damn it.
I
And then in
would
turn,
give
I would just inherit it.
I would give it to Benson, and it would go in Benson's college fund. So, yeah,
I'll
I think
legally change my name to Benson then.
fuck. You work around it. I truly would give. I think I would give money to all my friends. It would be. This is gonna hurt because some names aren't gonna be named right here. And honestly, I don't care.
Here we go, boys.
the
I'm
names
top
that
of the
are-
list right here.
the
Go
names
ahead,
that are
say it.
gonna
Go
be
ahead.
named.
Say it right
The
now.
people that I would give
right
money
now.
to
Say it.
are. Should I even say that? Should I say the names? Should I say the names of the people I give money to? Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm an asshole anyways. It would obviously be you. I'd give you and Lauren some money.
Yes, I'm in, boys.
I would give Ben some money. I would give Tanner some money.
No. No.
Mitchell
Hold
is-
on. Stop. You cannot give Tanner any money.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck Tanner. Tanner
Yeah.
doesn't even talk to us.
You'd give him like
I'd
20.
give Tanner
you'd give him-
$20,000.
No, you'd give even if you gave him $20 million.
No.
If
That's too much.
I know, but even if he was a millionaire, he would still be the type of guy that would have like cheap everything, like something that
Yeah, but at least
he's
now
he's gonna buy grapes that are like 12 cents cheaper versus like he's gonna worry about that even though he's like a millionaire. You can't give Tanner money. He's fine where he is.
Okay, Tanner gets no money. Derek has talked me out of that. So that means you guys get more money. I split
Correct,
the Tanner's
yes.
fund. So it'd be you, Ben,
Colson.
Colson, and Keeley. I wouldn't give any to Mitchell, and I would make sure that Mitchell would not be allowed to touch it. And I'm pretty sure that'd be really easy to do just by talking to Colson and Keeley. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, easy."
Yeah.
Um,
Get something set up where you hire a guy that if somehow Keely and Colson don't have the money anymore and it's falling into Mitchell's hands, you have someone that is legally allowed to go and
Take the money back.
take the money and or just burn it in front of his face or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want the money back. It's already been touched by Mitchell.
No, you're gonna get the enjoyment of Mitchell watching a bunch of money get burned in front of him.
Yeah.
That could have been his.
So if I win $731 million, how much money would I give to my pals? There's obviously some other people on that list too.
No, that was it.
Friend-wise?
Nope. That was it.
Let's think about it. I don't... I can't... That, man... People are going to hate me now because I did not say names that I feel like I should have.
You also have to think they have to watch to this part of the show. So this is where we're going to see the true friends. Anyone that watches to this point
Gets the money.
gets the money. There we go.
Okay, so if I won $731 million, that's 6 zeros, correct?
Yes.
A number 6 zeros. $700 million. Oh, it's 700.
Yeah, 700.
I think I did that math wrong. So this is 700 million.
Yes.
I did that math wrong. You would have so much. You would have tons more cards. Hang on, let's redo that.
All right.
So you have say you won 730 million. I think I did that wrong. 730 million. Boom. There's your 730 million.
What was my thing I had to do?
You bought. Do 36 times 12.
432.
Okay, so divided by $100 here. Oh no, I think I did that right. Times it by what?
432.
Yeah, I did it right. Okay. So say I have $730 million. How much money would I give? Because obviously my sister and Miles would get some.
What?
Yeah.
They're perfectly fine where they're at. Get that out of your head.
My parents
Move
would
on.
get some.
Oh
how
my
much?
God.
How much would you give your parents if you won 730? Would you give your parents any? I feel like you have to.
I feel like
the average
they brought life to me.
Right.
They brought me into this
What if-
hellhole.
What if you just gave them the average cost of a child from the years 1 to 18, which I think is like $36,000. So if
Here's
you
your
won
return in investment.
yeah, you won $730 million. So then you write a check to your parents, and it's fucking $36,000. That's it. Nothing else. Dude, that'd be terrible.
No. See, I'd have to be smart about it because I'd have to give it to my dad. They're still married, but I just have to give it to my dad and make sure. Well, I got to be careful with that too because
Yeah.
he likes to gamble, but he's trying to slow down. Anyways,
He has slowed down.
yeah, he has slowed down quite a bit. But I still think I got to give it to my dad because my mom, she's always been like this, and whenever she tries to win the lottery, she's never tried to win it for herself. She always says, like, if I win the lottery, I mean, she kind of already does. She has
she's selfless.
yes, she
She's
will.
always
She
been
will
like that.
give it all away. She'll give it to people that
Oh,
needs
man,
it.
You can't give it all away. You can
Well-
give it all away, but you
Well, with my
you can't
parents,
give it
they're
all
so
away.
financially stable that
course.
they could give
Well,
it
yeah,
all away.
they could. Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you, even if you're financially stable and you won $731 million, you have to realize that you and your next generations are set for forever. I mean, yeah, even though your parents are financially set, like, that money will dwindle if you don't keep what is making that money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you won $700 million, you still wouldn't want to give that all away.
No.
But fuck, you have so much money, man. You could give your parents easily like $30 million. Each of your parents. So that's $60 million. And you'd still have tons of money. And your parents aren't going to use... My parents wouldn't even spend a fucking $1 million. Neither would your parents. I mean, like, nobody's parents would even spend $1 million at the ages that they're at.
You would need to give more money to me then, so we can really get the value out of that winning then, right?
So the names I listed in order is not the order of the amount
It
of
is.
money.
Stop.
they would
Stop. That
receive.
is. That is.
See, your name was first,
Yes.
so that would mean that you would gain the most. in
You've
your
also
eyes?
you've also said this before with you when you were saying like you were gonna get an Audi. You're making a list of all the people that get to ride in it first, and you put me
I
at the
did
top
do
of the
that.
list. I didn't even have to ask. Everyone had to ask. You only put people on the list that they asked. You didn't put. I didn't even ask. You were already putting people on this list, and then you were immediately like Derek's first.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That's just riding in my Audi R8, which would
But-
still happen because I would still buy an Audi R8.
Yeah. So I think this would fall into the same suit of because you would use that money to get your Audi R8. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
already promising Derek. Well, while
That
Derek's
doesn't mean you're gonna get
when
more
Derek's in
money.
the Audi, I'm gonna hand him over the check.
Yeah, but it won't be as high as the other checks.
Oh,
Okay, let's see. Say I gave it to 6 people, and I did it at 60 million. So I would divide it by 60 million. That would tell
No.
me how many people I could give 60 million.
yeah.
12 people. That's all right because I wouldn't give money to 12 people. I'd give money to my parents, not individually. They would probably just get like 60 mil. And then Alyssa, I
Why
would
60?
You think that's too high?
No, I'm just why that number? Why not like 50 mil or like how we were talking about earlier in the episode those like milestone like
Because
numbers.
milestones are dumb. 60 million, and I give Alyssa and Miles 60 million. That's 120 million.
I'm just curious
gone.
by why 60. What's significant about that number that you're
It's
picking?
higher than 50 million. Everybody's
Right,
like,
but
well,
it's lower than 70.
Why'd you choose? Yeah, they're not getting 70. That's too high.
Okay.
60 million is a lot of money. And then I would
Of course
give,
it is.
And then I would give. I think my friends wouldn't get 60 million. Because that's like 4 or 5 people that I'm giving money to. Because I would give money to my friends. Because it's like, what the fuck am I going to do with 731
Well,
million?
you want all your friends to be rich with you, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. And then we'd all go like move somewhere because we wouldn't
Camping.
work.
No. Here, this is the plan.
We'd all go camping.
Yeah, we all go camping.
In like what we did before.
Yeah.
Just like remote camping.
It's still just tent and everything.
The same shit
yeah,
that we did. Yeah.
Nothing's changed. Maybe we'll buy our own couch so we always have a couch out there to shit off of.
We could just buy the woods.
Yeah, could have our own just personal camping property.
So
But no, here's what we did.
do you think everybody would still work? One of us wins $731 million. We decide to give everybody in our friend group $30 million, right?
I'm retiring.
Of course. You're the winner. So of course you're retiring. But do you think if I gave Ben $30 million, he would quit his job and then work solely on his music?
I think you would.
Okay. Do you think Mitchell would quit?
I think you would.
Dude,
Mitchell's.
we should start playing the lottery so we can win, and then we can all quit our jobs.
I think I'm
and
going
then
to
all
for the fun of like paying attention to the numbers. And I mean, you're not like going crazy with how some of these people are. I mean, Lauren's dad, he was telling me at the bank where they work. I'm giving out a lot of information.
What bank is that?
Yeah.
What's the address for that one?
He says they have like a pool of they all just like put money toward when the jackpots get really big. They all like get together and they're like, all right, I'll chip in such and such for a ticket, and then they would all split it if they won. But they kind of just have fun with them getting together and buying a ticket and then paying attention to the numbers.
I would love to win. Wait, someone in Michigan woke up to a life-changing morning. Rachel Hurst. Listen to this. Oh, never mind. I read that wrong because I'm terrible at reading.
Nice.
She's a regional spokeswoman for a grocery chain. I thought that was said a religion spokesman. Because people always tie it to like, oh, they're really faithful people, and that's their gift. So I was double checking to see if maybe she was religious. Dude, how fucking amazing would that be? People say that
We could really push this podcast. That's what I'd do. I'd put a lot of it into
for sure.
this podcast.
I wouldn't stop doing this.
We would, yeah. Well, this is what I love to do.
We'd get traction too because we would be on the news.
We're the winners.
Yeah, we would almost have to pivot the show to be
About lottery.
not about lottery, but about the fact that we won the lottery. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we won the lottery. All right, back to video game stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I would keep doing this. I would move to Texas in a heartbeat. And I would move my family there if they wanted to come too. I mean, I would move to Texas.
Now, moving your family out there, does that come out of their money
Yes.
that you were going to give it to them?
Yep. Comes out of their 60 mil.
Yeah, they get to go live in a cooler place.
Yeah.
So
If they're like,
that makes sense.
But I wanted this. I wanted this house, and the house is like 40 million. My parents would, my parents live in a fucking tiny house. They would never spend 40 million on a house. But like, this is the joke. 40 million. I'd be like, well, guess what, Dad? I only made $731 million. I can't just be giving it all to you. Okay, you got 60 million. Spend it good.
I'm not living in no 10 million trash house.
Yeah, I can't live with these
Hooligans.
These hooligans. Look at
degenerates.
Look at their cars. They're all shiny and nice. I can't. The tiny house won't fit on a lot that's under 40 million. That's what it would be like. So I'd be like, leave the tiny house. And my dad'd be like, we're going to build a huge tiny house.
A huge tiny house.
So, yeah, I would give a lot of money away. I would invest some. I would definitely buy cars.
I know you would.
And I think what would happen is I would end up spending too much money on cars. Not enough that I would go bank, like I would lose all my money, because there's not a car out there that's like the most expensive car I want is the Audi R8, and the Audi R8's only like $230,000. I wouldn't buy like a Ferrari or a McLaren or anything. I might buy a McLaren. Yeah, I'll probably buy a McLaren and never drive it, but I would buy one. So I guess that would be the most expensive thing. But after that, I'd be importing cars from Japan.
Excuse me.
Which would probably cost me. I don't really know how much it is to import a car, but it'd probably be pretty high. Oh boy, this is a good talk about the lottery.
Yeah, we better.